for a new and different perspective every week on LEGO sets, news, media, and more. You're listening to the BCC Podcast.
Today is Friday, October 4th of 2019, and you're listening to episode 210 of the BCC Podcast. I'm Ford, and here with me today is LQ.
So, in preparation for this podcast, we are looking up the voice of Gaston and found out he's basically done nothing else with his life. I mean, it's a fulfilled life, but it's odd still to see.
He's also listed... used as archive footage in a YouTube poop, which is somehow on IMDb for some reason.
It's about Frollo, apparently, from Hunchback of Notre Dame, right? No?
I have never seen Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't know.
That.
Okay. I saw it like once when I was really, really young, so I don't remember it. I am also here with Orion.
I'm very excited about this podcast.
Yeah, probably because it has a lot to do with what you're
interested in. That's the only thing that I'm good
in.
for.
I know, right?
We also spent like an hour just throwing around incredibly unremarkable characters for LEGO minifigures. Yeah, so yes, let's just jump right into it.
Well, shouldn't we tell them what we're doing?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, all right. So we're
so our task. Actually, no. I'll let Orion do it.
Yes, we're taking movies that aren't franchises LEGO has done, or just movies in general, and we're coming up with, what is it? What did you say it was for? Custom minifigure.
We're doing
collectible minifigure series.
Collectible minifigure
well, technically they are custom,
movies
like
that are non-franchises that LEGO has not done.
Yes,
essentially. Now, they can still be franchises, just not LEGO franchises.
Or just not, like, Disney franchises, really.
Really. But at this point, like, look, everything's going to be Disney. It's inevitable. They've got a stranglehold on...
Orion said, 5 times in his... not announcement, but whatever he just did.
Look, frick me. Frick.
Jeff Goldblum, is that you?
Stop. I can't stop. I'm just tired, okay? I just got back from work. I'm tired.
We're all tired.
A lot.
I just got back from work and school. Take that.
Yeah, and you're white.
Alright, so yeah, we're going to be doing another collectible minifigure series concept. We came up with a better name for these, didn't we, Ford? What we're calling them? I thought we did because we discussed it on call, but I don't remember what it was. No.
The movie collectible minifigure series.
Oh, no. That's
Concepts. Okay,
Concepts.
LEGO collectible minifigure concepts. That's what it was. Anyway, and tonight's theme...
minifigure.
Shut up! Tonight's theme is movies.
Okay.
What is so funny?
We've said movies like 25 times in a row.
But you were so unclear and concise about what we were doing.
Okay.
So, yeah, we've gathered... I only ended up with 8 overall, honestly.
That's because all you watch are your friggin' Marvel movies. That's it.
No, there's a bunch of other movies, but the thing is they don't have characters with interesting designs.
They're all
you're a Marvel tard.
Harrison Ford in a suit and mildly disfigured, like disgruntled or something. That's like in reality, there just really aren't a lot of like iconic lead
characters.
Iconically dressed characters in the majority of films.
Which is not good marketing.
Well, it depends if you're trying to make like a huge blockbuster or something it just depends. If you're just making,
in most really famous films, there's very iconic looking characters. It's just LEGO has done most very iconic films.
Well, that are kid friendly.
And some others.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean by and some others?
I mean, they've done. Well, that's not a film. First off,
It's
Yeah.
still a
No, I'm with
franchise
Liam.
not
That
for
is
children.
not cinema. That is TV. The inferior medium.
wait. I just realized I was thinking that darn it, Tom Cruise for Mission Impossible, and then I realized, oh, they already did Tom Cruise for Mission Impossible.
Wait, they did?
Yes.
Yeah, Dimensions.
Does anyone still care about Dimensions?
No,
No,
it's
it's
been
been-
dead for a while.
Except Mace.
I don't think even Mace cares about it now.
No, I think he got everything he wanted from it.
Mace is preoccupied. He doesn't have time for Dimensions anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, why don't we get started? Who wants to go first?
I mean, they also had Gremlins.
Can we-
in Lego.
Can we make Liam go first so we can make fun of his?
Sure.
Also, I hate Google because it makes it so hard to save images now. I should just be
not that
searching in
hard.
something else, but yes, it is.
Gaston Gaylord.
What? the heck? No one even has concept for that.
No, it was
Context,
No
not
context.
concept.
well
Yeah,
on the actor for Gaston's credit, he has 4 credits on IMDb. One of them is for great performances, a TV series from 1989, and it just is Gaylord. And I thought it would be so epic if Gaston's last name was actually Gaylord, then his initials would literally be like GG, good game or something like that. That's epic.
All right. So I'm just gonna choose a random one from one of mine and from who I've seen recently. I'm going to choose Don Vito Corleone.
Okay, yes. I feel like you really butchered his last
I did.
Calzone.
Don Vito Calzone from The Godfather.
Look how they massacred my boy.
No, but that's like, a really iconic character. Does that?
Yeah.
Even if you don't know the Godfather movies, you know.
And you could just kind of look at the the black and white contrast silhouette, and you know that it's like Don Vito or whatever. Yeah.
And if you just do him in the suit with the rose and the mustache,
yeah.
he'll easily translate into a Lego minifigure.
Yeah, no, I feel like that would work really well.
It'll be an offer you can't refuse.
Also, I don't know if you know this, but in the background of that picture, do you know who that is? That is the dad from Elf. I can't remember the guy's name.
What? Oh, wait, no, I
What?
did know that.
That's dang it, what is that actor's name? It's
He,
frick.
everyone from The Godfather looks totally different when they get old.
But yeah, they're all like he looks like dang it. All right. No, that is a good choice though. I like that. I feel like Lego could even probably get away with doing something like that.
Lego can do anything they want now. Oh, nope, wrong character. Never mind.
No.
What's the guy's name? I don't remember the last name in Elf.
I don't know.
Okay, wait, this is bugging me. I'm gonna have to look it up now. Wait, why did no one pick Buddy from Elf?
Alright, and you don't even know what we picked yet.
Oh, I just
And
know
it's
that
James
one.
Caan. Or Can.
Oh, James Caan, yeah, from Misery and stuff like that, yeah, and Thief, yeah. No, did you know that for his small part of The Godfather 2, he was paid like $6 million?
Was he that famous back then?
No, it just Coppola needed him for the role and he refused to return unless he gave him that much money.
He was that essential? What is he?
I
I
guess
don't even
so.
remember what he did.
He was like, yeah, it's a time. He like ate some meatballs or something. I don't know. He did it good though. So
Wait, no, that wasn't him, was it?
yeah, James Caan. Yeah.
No, the guy was talking about the Italian meatballs.
No, I just know that he like sat at a table and ate something. Like, I mean, it's The Godfather. They're gonna eat something.
All right. All right, someone else want to go then?
Oh wait, I
Sure.
thought you were gonna do like all of yours first. Or no,
No, we're
okay,
gonna
that would-
take
that would-
turns.
It would, yeah, okay,
Gonna
makes
take
more
turns.
sense. All right.
All right, so I decided to go with a classic movie character, James Bond.
Oh, wait a minute. James Caan isn't just some small character. He's Sonny.
Yeah, I know. I'm in the second one though.
Oh yeah, because in the flashback.
Yeah, he's just
Now
he
I
got
remember.
paid $6 million for that.
So I decided to do James Bond, specifically Timothy Dalton's version of the character because that's my favorite James
Ford,
Bond.
there's an issue. I think it was already franchised James Bond.
But
Wait, you said
they
it was
haven't
good to do.
but they haven't made minifigures. For
I said it can't
Ford,
be.
though, Ford, I feel like you chose the most boring design though. Like it's.
I mean, this was the best
I don't know.
best
It just
resolution
like
picture
if
I
you
could
made
find
that
of
guy
him.
a Lego minifigure, he'd kind of just look like a guy in a suit.
I feel.
You mean like the previous one?
No,
that's
Sean
not
Connery,
at all.
like the way you could
It's not
do a
Sean Connery.
I know, but if you did
I literally
Sean
just
Connery-
said it's Timothy Dalton.
No, as opposed to Sean Connery, who I feel like would make a more iconic.
Well, I mean, just go with whichever
minifigure.
Bond you want. I don't care.
Oh,
That's just the one that I would like. Doesn't have to
about
look
I've still
like
never
that.
seen a single
I want
James
the
Bond
woman
movie.
Bond
You
minifigure.
need to.
Ford.
You need to.
I don't know. They just
Most of the Bond movies are just flat out awful. Honestly,
honestly, you never really hear
Yeah.
anyone talk about more than like the concept of them.
the concept of Bond is great, but like out of the 30-something movies or whatever or 27, I think it is, it's like running alongside Godzilla for the most films in some franchise. But there are like 5 really good ones. The rest are either really bad or just okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I can get behind that.
Again, it's only the men who like this concept, though. It's like, James Bond is so cool, and then they don't watch the James Bond movies. Man, I like James Bond a lot. Oh, yeah, I saw Skyfall. That's it. Like,
Skyfall sucked.
no, Skyfall was good. Some parts were just dumb. It looked pretty.
I didn't like it.
It was really pretty looking.
I thought it was boring.
All right, I feel like lately that's become your number one indicator of whether or not you like a movie if it looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that. If it's like aesthetically pleasing, even if the story sucks, I'm probably gonna enjoy it a lot.
So you're saying if it looks good, it's an instant 5? Like that's just like the bare
Out of-
minimum it can get.
Oh, well, not just like you could have a not good looking movie, but as long as like the production isn't flat out
But
ugly
you're saying
or
that
cheap,
good
it'll still have a
visuals
5.
automatically make it a 5. And then anything after that, like good storytelling, adds up the points.
If it has good visuals though, and like the story is like offensively terrible, then yeah, it definitely gets below.
Watch it, folks. In a year, it's going to go down to a 4. That's the threshold.
Speaking of visuals and a story that's kind of bad. Dang it! Now my internet's gonna delay the punchline. Hang on, just a sec. All right. Oh, and never mind. It's John Wick. So I feel like that would be a good minifigure. You could have like
kind of bad. The first one was great.
No. So the first one is good.
There's not really a plot to it.
No, and it gets worse too as the story goes along and peters out into the third one. The third one, like you could make a better story off of the third one's ending than the first one's ending. I feel like they'll build off of it more. But
Yeah.
But I like the character of John Wick. It's like the way that they made the first movie. It's unintentionally very iconic. Just the character itself. You know how he's very polite, but also just like design wise with like the long hair and like just the polite, very uppity black. suit.
Can't figure out does John Wick have long hair because Keanu Reeves decided to have long hair? Or does Keanu Reeves have long hair because of John Wick?
I think it's because Keanu Reeves. He's like been in.
He became a different person when he grew his hair out.
Yeah, he'll have to change it though because he's gonna have to cut it for the Matrix movie.
No, I bet he won't.
You don't think he will?
I have a feeling he won't.
But is he going to cut it for
No,
Bill
wait, no,
and
he
Ted?
already cut it though for Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
Did he? Okay.
He shaved the sides of his hair off on his head.
He'll grow it back out for the Matrix.
But I feel like it is genuinely very iconic, especially after the first one where he starts having like the beard. If you did that iteration,
Does he not have the beard in the first one?
No, it's like very stubbly.
I feel like I mentally inserted a beard onto him just because I'm used to
it's
seeing him with
like,
it.
It's impossible at this point. But the funny thing is that John Wick all the movies take place over the span of like 3 weeks, but Keanu ages like 7 years between them. There's a big meme that like, yeah, he's ageless or whatever, but nah, like you can tell he's ageless.
No, John Wick has totally aged over the years.
Yeah, easy. Same thing with like Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd definitely looks his age, I think. I don't think he looks like he's like
How old is Paul Rudd?
55
like 50,
or something.
He doesn't look 55. He looks like in the lower 40s.
Exactly.
No, it's just in like the lighting and stuff. If you just like get a good close look at Paul Rudd, if you go up to just Paul Rudd, you know, sweating it out in like a bar or something, like I have, then he just doesn't look his age.
If you just see Paul Rudd in the wild.
But yeah, John Wick, my pick. Yes. So I guess it's your turn then Liam.
All right. Let's see. Which one should I do next? Which one I actually gathered a picture for?
Have we realized yet that we're posting on the wrong chat?
I don't really care.
Okay.
And the audience certainly doesn't, so why
As
bring
long
it up?
as it's on the overlay, right? Which we are.
All right.
Right.
I'm not sure how well this one would actually translate, but I think it would be probably translate all right to Jason Bourne.
I love that picture that you posted. It's just
It's
blurry.
like,
It's the only picture I could find of Jason Bourne that was in widescreen.
I want a minifigure just like with that face on.
I feel like that would be the face you'd put on it.
Like Jason Bourne is in a constant state of
We haven't been
bewilderment.
saying what accessories would these minifigures include?
Dead friends.
Would John Wick's include a dog?
It would include the old Yeller from the pack we discussed in the Disney video. Okay, yeah, Jason Bourne. I'd like what. There's a couple different looks that Jason Bourne has though. Like, what one were you thinking of in specific?
Probably the one with the jacket, like in this picture.
Okay, yeah. No, like it literally just molds the minifigure to that picture's specification. So like the jacket is like open and billowing. You can't even move the arms because the jacket's in the way of the arms. Yeah, okay. I'd get that.
Oh, apparently they're making another Jason Bourne movie.
What, really?
Did they need another one? I haven't even.
Tying into the Treadstone TV show.
Don't know what
There's
that
a
is.
TV show?
Apparently, not with Jason Bourne in it. But I actually wish they would have continued the Bourne Legacy one with Jeremy Renner. I mean, it was a pretty generic action movie, but I like Jeremy Renner, and I feel like Hollywood hates him now.
Have you heard his debut album? Heaven
He has a
Don't Have a
debut album?
Name.
He has an album.
He has a
period?
country album that he released. Heaven Ain't Got a Name. Don't Got a Name. Or whatever. It's so
But
bad.
it does. It has a name. It's called Heaven.
I don't
Missing
know.
something here?
I don't know what accessory I'd include with Jason Bourne, actually. Like, maybe a passport? I don't
As
know.
an accessory.
Yeah. I don't know. What accessory
gun.
do you think would be good with Jason Bourne?
he
A gun is
uses
too
guns.
boring.
I don't know. Nothing.
You know what I appreciate about the Bourne franchise? Is after they kill off his girlfriend in the second movie, they just totally do away with romance forever.
I love how like
What's your problem?
Bourne
with
becomes an incel after the second one. Do away with love. That's like a
Q
good
seems to have a
subtitle
problem with
for
relationships.
the new Jason Bourne. Jason Bourne, do away with love.
All right. Who's next? Ford?
I am. So I have. It's not a secret that one of my favorite movies of all time is the first Alien movie. So obviously I would want the Alien.
Would you
or
want
the Xenomorph or whatever.
You'd want it like, well, I mean, since it's in just minifigures, would you just have it like, you know, kind of like a cool minifigure body then with like the big, you know, xenomorph head on it?
Pretty much, and then it have like the spikes coming out of the back and then the tail Maybe the
Like a
tail could be
paraca.
like this, sort of. It could maybe be kind of like its own piece where it can actually be articulated, but I don't really know how that would work. You'd
I
have
could
to, like,
see-
you'd have to keep it on the stand, which is a problem.
I could see the alien working.
Yeah, and if it did have an accessory, obviously the face hugger.
It would feel more like the alien does in Mortal Kombat, where they make it like
Or-
really humanoid.
I was gonna say either the face hugger, or maybe you could have like this. You know how they make the Batman belt piece?
Yeah.
What if they made one with the chest burster?
That would be too far even for Lego.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought you said Lego could do anything.
Lego can do anything, but that doesn't mean they should.
They just don't need to do that because that's too graphic.
Yeah.
In the Mortal Kombat one? No!
He looks like the Goomba from the
No.
Super Mario Brothers movie with the tiny head.
Did anyone choose Super Mario Brothers movies minifigures?
No, he needs to be like long and spindly and creepy.
Actually, have you guys
and
heard the
gross.
rumor that Lego already has the rights for the Sony
Yeah.
Mario movie?
Yeah,
Huh.
I already.
Alright, Orion, your turn.
Okay, so I guess we're keeping in tone with like horror, I guess, but I went Nicolas Cage from Mandy.
This is probably your worst choice yet.
Why? No, it'd be great. You could have different Mandy variant, like Nicolas Cage variants. Like, yeah, you could have.
Then why don't we just do a Nicolas Cage collectible minifigure series?
Yeah, no, you could have him with like the battle axe thing and like the 44 shirt. Or you could have like the deranged.
Has anyone besides you seen Mandy?
Yeah, like 5 other people.
5 other people that aren't
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, and then you could have like deranged grinning Nicolas Cage from Mandy. You know,
Can we get Superman?
What is this
Nicolas
movie
Cage
even
too?
about?
it's it's definitely not for our target demographic, but it's just about Nicolas Cage chilling out in the woods with like his wife, and then some crazy cultists come along and kill the wife, and then he goes to get revenge, but also takes a ton of acid, and then journeys into like hell, kind of, sort of.
So it's almost John Wick
It's John Wick, but
with
like
drugs.
really, really slow and with lots and lots of drugs.
So it's John Wick minus some of the positives of John Wick.
No, it's John Wick minus some of the negatives of John Wick, in my
Because
book.
drugs? That's your reasoning?
Yeah, because it also just looks gorgeous too. Like all the reds and all like just like
And all
it's-
of this is because
it looks
drugs.
amazing. And all of this is what?
All this is because drugs.
No, it's like the drugs in the movie kind of serve as like a way to bridge between the real world and like the demonic one. It's a kind of like Doom in that aspect. There are these bikers who they summon with like this horn, the cultists, to help them get Nicolas Cage. And they give the bikers this bottle of like acid that they drink, and it's implied that the bikers became these kind of demons through all the terrible acid that they took this one time.
All right, let's move on.
So
Okay.
I told you it wasn't for the target demographic.
Next minifig.
All right. I was looking for a better picture, but this is the only one I could find that fits the frame in the podcast. So, Rocky Balboa.
Took one of mine.
Yes.
I prefer pre-plastic surgery Sylvester Stallone, though.
With like the drooping face. Really?
Yes. No,
Well,
like
he did have a stroke, though, guys. Come on, don't be so
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
no. It's after the plastic surgery, like really tighten up his face that it just looks weird.
Well, it was also like right after the plastic surgery too that it was a little bit uncanny.
Yeah,
like,
and then
after a while.
slowly as he got older, at this point, it's kind of went down.
Yeah, it only took like 30 years.
Yeah, like in the early 2000s, is probably when it was at its worst.
I can't.
Because he looked real. It looked like they colored on his
What came
eyebrows
out
all the
in
time
early
too.
2000s with Stallone in it, besides Balboa.
Spy Kids 3.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, it was pretty bad then. Yeah.
I think I guess I was thinking Expendables too, but I guess that was 2010. Where the plastic surgery looks really bad in Expendables.
Expendables 3 was like one of the most irritating, boring movies I've sat through. It was so bad.
Huh.
Well, it was also just because like the appeal of the other ones were just like all the over-the-top, terrible, like violent effects. But then the third one, they made it PG-13, so it's just like Harrison Ford flying around in a CG helicopter, bloodlessly shooting.
Why did they make it PG-13?
Stallone said it was to appeal to a new demographic,
but
like audience or whatever.
Who would go and see a third movie without?
It was basically just to make more money, I guess. I don't know.
Did it?
No. The second one was the highest grossing of the franchise, I think, and then the third one was like the right behind it, but everyone hated the third one.
Huh.
So
yeah, that's why we're not choosing Sylvester Stallone from Expendables. We're choosing Rocky.
And I think that's good. If you could just get that version of Rocky too, that'd be great. Or do we want beat up Rocky? Like I mean, like switch the minifigure head around so that
you can have it like be on a different head. But I
already have
the accessory. The accessory he should come with should be the champion's belt that he can wear, of course.
We already have a minifigure molded with boxing gloves too.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I'm saying.
Rocky's in minifigure form was like, I can't take off the gloves. It's my curse. I just can't do it. Adrian.
See, this would not be out of Lego's league. Look, they've already done something very similar.
He looks sad that he can't take the gloves off. This is my life now. I'm Italian and I can never make another pasta again.
This is the life I have to live as the Italian stallion.
Is this the first not R? Well, okay. This is like the first PG minifigure we put in here.
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. No, wait, no. Ford's Timothy Dalton was in like a PG Bond.
Oh.
There's a PG Bond?
Yeah, most of them were up until like the
what?
mid 80s.
Well, until the PG-13 rating was invented.
Yeah. Well, even then, I would still say a lot of the older Bonds are PG too.
Okay.
All right, let's move on.
All right, let's take a venture back into rated R territory with the Predator. Because obviously the
trying to choose pictures that don't crop well for me.
Because these are the best looking pictures that I can find.
I didn't even use the same picture you posted of the alien because
sorry,
it did not work.
I feel like
I was trying to get one that looked a little bit more like the original Predator, as opposed to
this picture is giving me Aquaman vibes.
Pitbull's Ocean to Ocean starts playing violently over the image. Just
oh no.
I feel like as a concept, I like the Alien better than the Predator because even though a lot of the Alien movies have had varying degrees of quality.
Ryan, why the heck do you still have a home phone?
You can hear that?
Yes, why are we? I don't, and I'm sure it's gonna come up on recording too.
I didn't think you could pick it up.
I told you, just hear the awkwardness it's causing
spam
you.
calls a day from like Indian people or something. It's awful. I hate it.
Well, when you move, you can finally no longer have a home phone.
Yeah. Dang it. What was I saying? Oh, as a concept, nobody call that home phone. I swear. As a concept, I like Predator, but like Alien is better because even though the Alien films have had varying degrees of quality, it still feels like you're there telling a story kind of. Whereas with Predator, it's like trying to make continuous sequels to Terminator or Die Hard. It just can't please, for the love of all that is holy, can we just make original IPs like John Wick and stop trying to do old stuff?
I mean, I agree with you, but I just really want a Predator minifig.
Like Predator hasn't had a good movie since the original Predator 2. It's kind of sad.
Well, I mean,
it is an iconic design.
The original Predator or Predator 2?
the original Predator.
But I like Predator 2.
Well,
I think it's a really cool concept. And the execution
this
is
is like
pretty well
this is
done.
like the whole Bond thing in concept.
No. I think the execution of Predator 2 is actually very
Is
well
it
done.
Predator 2 where they like come to the ghetto and then they start killing them in the streets or something?
Well, yeah.
That's
The
such
design
a...
of the Predator just
point is
never
there's
looked like
this-
an alien
Well,
to
the point
me.
is there's this gang war, and the Predator will only fight
The Predator
armed
looks
enemies.
like a very angry Jamaican.
Yeah,
pumped up on
it's
steroids.
Jamaican Black Manta, basically.
That's kind of the point. Also, he's voiced by Optimus Prime.
It would be a cool minifigure, though, I guess. I don't know if I like it as much as the others, though.
I just think it would translate well into a minifigure form because it just has so many options. Like, you have the helmet, you've got all the weapons, you got the little
This goes
shoulder
back to something
cannon
I was saying
thing,
before the podcast while trying to find minifigures for this. Do you notice how few iconic designs there are for movies overall?
Yeah, I guess it's
not many-
because that in that sense, though, a lot of movies in general are just going to be stories about like average people going through.
Why are people not more creative?
No, it's not that they aren't creative, but
I
it's
think
like
it's just because like most like iconic designs come from franchises.
yeah. Whereas like the bulk of movies, either mid-range blockbusters or indie films, you're going to have them more like personal stories, and you're not always going to have a character with an iconic design because a lot of them are just based off of realer experiences or putting a real
just
person.
to the point where, like, it comes to sci-fi and fantasy, there's really only a handful of movies.
Okay, yeah, with sci-fi and fantasy, though, that is true. Although a lot of times I can't really think of when I would want something to be iconic, whereas, like, you take, like, George Clooney and Solaris or, Cillian Murphy and Sunshine. It's not really like you want to give them a super iconic look like they're astronauts, in space. The astronaut suits in Sunshine look really great, but the characters themselves are more just like average people, which you need it in like higher concept, more like comedy action.
There's very
stuff.
few higher concept fantasy and sci-fi movies these days.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's because most of them are just remakes. Yeah.
We need
Like
more
again though,
original sci-fi.
again John Wick, that's just like an iconic thing because someone had this original idea for an original character and cast an iconic actor in the role, and then boom, there you go. But
All right, let's move on to your next choice.
okay, I have a few, but I think this is my dang it, not that one. This is my magnum opus choice here.
Oh man.
Yes, load my child, load. So this is this is also R-rated. I keep forgetting. Chef John Favreau.
Oh boy!
Chef.
Why didn't I see this coming?
I wanted this as a minifigure. It would be so great to just have Chef John Favreau.
Does Jon Favreau really have that tattoo?
Yeah, no, it's not like Jon Favreau would just apply makeup for the movie. Like, no, that's just his tattoo. Wait, what is that even?
I think
What is
it's a
that?
bear or an elephant.
It looks
I
like
hope
a
it just
bear.
morphs into like if you lift the sleeve up more, it's just Nicolas Cage's face. But no, Chef John Favreau, my pick for what's the name of this thing again?
Collectible minifigure series.
Collectible conceptual minifigure
Collectible
series.
minifigure series.
Collectible minifigure series concepts. That's what you guys had said. Yeah,
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Chef. Starting from scratch, never tasted so good.
LQ, what's your
I love how they have Robert Downey Jr. on the poster and he's in it for like 50 seconds.
Wait, he's in it?
Yeah, that's Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson. They're in it.
Oh yeah, it is.
Robert Downey Jr. has top billing too. I think Favreau was like, "Hey, look, we're friends. Can you just be in this so I can put your name on the poster and sell tickets?"
All right. For my next choice, I've got Nacho Libre.
Well,
Jack Black
finally-
does not have a minifigure.
Finally, not an R-rated movie. Yes, naturally, especially like this kind of the costume in this picture. It would be a very good minifigure, I feel. Don't give him the mask as an accessory, but give him like the wild Jack Black hair, the untamable Jack Black hair. You know.
I mean, that's Nacho Libre's like pretty niche at this point.
Ford doesn't like this movie, does he?
No, I thought it was just really boring.
I showed it to LJ, and he made it really unpleasant to sit through because he was just entirely unemotional and not reacting to anything in the movie.
Just like, I felt very apathetic to the movie. It was just very boring.
I was like, come on, LJ, you liked Napoleon Dynamite. This is just as good.
You have to tap into the essence of Jack Black to appreciate this movie.
Yeah. I don't think it's as good as Napoleon Dynamite. Like, it's...
Overall, probably not, though. But Jack Black.
But yeah, that's great. I liked watching him, like, just abuse his cast members, basically. Like when he tore the hair off of that one guy's head. All the cast members are
literally just there to support Jack Black.
To support his weight.
He carries the entire movie.
Yeah. Jack Black carries the entire movie, and then the cast supports him as he carries it. The girth of Jack Black saves this. No, that would be a good minifigure. Who would buy these outside of us?
You know what?
Who would buy the chef minifigure?
You.
Leave a comment down below. Let us know.
All right, Ford.
All right, I'm bringing us back to rated R.
Oh God.
With Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
Oh no, you should have chosen the picture with the mask.
I was going to, but I thought just general Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, when I choose something from Radar, it's because it's incredibly iconic, and even kids would recognize that you're just literally choosing an R-rated movie character.
No. If he had the
Hannibal
mask,
Lecter is very iconic.
No, if he had the mask on, then you'd recognize him.
Hang on, let me find a picture.
Yeah,
with
get the one with the mask on. Like I could show like a 10-year-old kid like who goes to public school like the image of Hannibal Lecter, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's."
I just looked it up. I've honestly never seen this before.
You've never seen?
You live under a rock. Do you know what ligma is?
Unfortunately, yes.
Do you know what the tea is and why it's spilled?
I feel like it's the people who live under rocks who more know what that is.
Hey, don't assault me like that. Yeah, with the mask. Yeah. No, Hannibal Lecter is incredibly like widely known among people who watch movies.
He's certainly one of the creepier.
Even the Marvel tards know who.
I mean, I know who he is. I just don't know what he looks like.
Well,
he looks like Anthony Hopkins.
Well, no, to me, he looks like Maz Mikkelsen.
Yeah, in lesser forms of TV media, right?
Well, dang it. My words come back to bite me once again.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
all right, Orion, what do you have?
Okay, so I'm trying to choose one that is R-rated. Dang it.
Yeah, fair warning. Most of them
a couple.
It's just like I said, though. Lego's done so many franchises at this point. It's really mostly the R-rated ones.
So
that
you
we
said
have
we could
left
choose
to
two. Actually, this is from a TV show, kind of, and it also had a movie. But I would love. Dang it! Please just. Dang it, I also just realized these will not crop well at all. But I really want. I really want Cooper from Twin Peaks: The Return as.
But does that count because it's TV?
Well, no, the rules don't matter at this point, but I want him and Dougie like together.
You want Dougie?
Yeah, I like Dougie with like the pea green suit and stuff. That'd be really cool.
I don't know at all who either of these.
You wouldn't know
you
this.
Need to see Twin Peaks.
No,
this is like the worst selection possible.
Yeah,
Twin Peaks is required.
Like there would actually be a large group of hardcore Twin Peaks fans. Who
I mean, yeah, for hardcore, but this would not work for like a mass appeal general movie.
Oh no, I'm not even going for mass appeal. I'm just going.
Yeah, I would just want a Twin Peaks CMF series.
Yeah, like I feel like this would be good though. Like I like older Kyle MacLachlan better than younger one.
Really?
Yeah, young Kyle MacLachlan just scares me for some reason. He just looks really creepy.
But all he does is talk about Tibet.
Yeah, I know. And have you ever met anyone who only talked about Tibet and wasn't creepy? I haven't. I guess Liam doesn't even know what this is, so let's just go to him for his next one.
Oh, is it already back to me?
Yeah, yes. It's back to you. Make sure. Yeah.
I think we actually got through all of my R-rated ones. I think actually most of the rest are PG or G.
Okay, huh.
But I didn't gather a picture for them because I was too distracted by trying to keep your guys' choices in line.
I'm still recording something about
you. All right. So for my next pick, it's a dual pick. I've got...
going for another dual pick. Okay.
Just a second. Google is not wanting me to download this image. There we go. All right. I've got... Where'd it go? Mr. Miyagi and Daniel LaRusso.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, something iconic that people will recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it. The more I rewatch The Karate Kid, the less I like it.
Why?
I think I've only seen it like twice ever.
It's all right. It's one of those iconic movies that it's like, it's good. It's iconic. It's all right, you know. Mr. Miyagi, that's cool. I remember at one point when I was really young, I liked the Jaden Smith Karate Kid way better.
What is your problem?
When I was young,
they don't even do karate in the Jaden Smith.
I know, that's so
Kid.
funny. I actually think, though, in some regards, it is a kind of better movie in some regards than the first one. The first one is just more pleasant to watch, though.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have Jaden Smith in it.
Yeah, that is true. But
So
its biggest detractor is that it doesn't have Jaden Smith in it. That's enough. It's like it's a paradox, you know.
My biggest strengths are my biggest weaknesses.
Gandhi, 1985.
No, actually, I believe that Michael Scott said that at some point.
Oh, I like how it says biggest instead of greatest.
He might have said greatest, but all right, Ford. Is it R-rated again?
Yeah. Well, depending. So this you would obviously know as Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Why is Ford choosing like all of like the biggest 80s like action R-rated
and
franchises?
why are all his pictures in portrait?
Yeah, why are they all in portrait mode? Dang it. This was back in the 80s when they didn't have the technology to shoot in widescreen, so everything was on portrait mode. It was a terrible era for movies.
Yes, it was. It was really a terrible era.
See, now when I crop this picture, it's like just only his face in the podcast.
But that's all you need, man. It's Arnold.
I mean, this one is an iconic one.
Yeah,
I feel like
only watch R-rated movies.
I mean, recently, yes.
Ford is like your stereotypical.
PG-13 and down just today just kind of sucks.
There are some really, really good. It's weird because I end up liking way more PG and R movies than I do PG-13.
Okay,
I feel
name one.
Like Paddington.
Haven't seen it.
I don't know. The Straight Story.
Haven't seen it. Keep going. Come on.
No, it's not. No, never mind.
I'm trying
I'd
to
have to look
you
up on,
prove me wrong.
Well, no, okay, I'd have to look up on my IMDb. Dang it, I have to, or my letterbox for those of you who are more pretentious.
You know what's been confusing me about Letterboxd lately is I see Just Too Good rating them as out of 10 ratings. I thought Letterboxd is out of 5.
Letterboxd is out of 5.
Then how does he keep having Letterboxd ratings out of 10? I
feel like he's editing them to be different. Also, I'm the one who got him to switch over to Letterboxd. I don't know. He doesn't like it as much though because you can't rate TV shows on it. I wish they'd let you because the formatting on it is way better than like IMDb.
So yeah, Terminator. There you go. Back to you.
Thank you for your insight, Ford.
Thank
What do
you.
you have, Orion?
Thank you for your service, Ford. Okay. What do I have? I have like some other really good ones. I'm just trying to think. Okay, actually, I'll do two at once because one of them is more or less just a joke.
If they're two at once, hopefully they're in the same picture.
Okay, it's loading.
Maybe you should select a little bit ahead of time. And they'll
I'm
put the
trying.
picture
I
of
thought I
Ford's
would select it. I upload it like 20 seconds before. Okay, yeah. So obviously we have Gotti. So I mean, let's just get down.
Oh boy.
Okay. Second.
I'm not even gonna include the picture for Gotti.
No,
People know it.
please. Okay,
Just
fine.
include it.
Also, I'm going to
Have
copy
it with
Ford
like this
and
epic pan from the logo up to.
I'm just basically just gonna
Travolta's
rip off
face.
Ford and steal one of his others because I basically know what it is at this point. RoboCop.
Really?
Yeah.
RoboCop would make a good
Yeah, it
minifigure.
would.
I really like,
Good.
especially if they could make it so, like, I'd love to see him. Do they do minifigures where they have like grooves and cuts in the torso to like?
Not in the torso.
Because it would be cool if they did that for RoboCop. Because part of why I like RoboCop so much, I like a lot of like the 80s, action and sci-fi stuff, like Alien. They have like this really cool texture to them, like this mechanical, very I don't know how to describe it, but I would love it if they.
I
had,
mean,
like,
you can do printing for it.
but I would love it if they had like like a grooved kind of torso, like textured torso for RoboCop. It'd be epic. I need to stop. I'm using that unironically at this point. So yeah, that's mine. I'm just ripping off Ford. So yeah.
All right. My next one is Willy Wonka.
Wait, which one? Because I feel like they'd both be pretty good minifigures.
Okay.
Gene Wilder, I think,
Wilder.
just because he has a more interesting design with more color.
Yeah, you might be right.
Johnny Depp, then, for some reason, it makes me question if I know what Johnny Depp really looks like every time I see him playing Willy Wonka.
No, yeah, that'd be great. And if it came with like a ton of dead children too, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Like stylistic wise, I feel like the Willy Wonka character is probably the best minifigure suited one.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be cool if Lego did end up doing that, because it's a property that isn't R-rated. They could get away with it. It's got some general appeal. Like, I don't know anyone who wouldn't want to buy a Gene Wilder, Willy Wonka.
Mm-hmm. All right, Ford.
All right. This one's going to come out of left field, all right?
Wait.
This is
This
an R-rated 80s action.
it is actually a PG-13 80s action movie.
Oh.
It is.
Is it Gremlins? Oh.
It is Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez from Highlander, a.k.a. Sean Connery.
I thought when I saw that picture, I just thought it was like, oh no, is that from like that obscure sci-fi Sean Connery movie about like Zargoth the alien or whatever?
No.
Okay, yeah, it's been a while
No.
since I've seen Highlander.
Yeah.
This just looks like a behind the scenes photo from the Three Musketeers.
think it
I
is.
think it is.
Yeah.
I mean, this is actually him from the Highlander movie, but it really does. He basically is a musketeer.
That movie was garbage. Also, I don't
Three
understand why.
Musketeers?
No, Highlander. I don't know why people like it.
I mean, it spawned an entire franchise. I don't really see what's so
but
good about it either.
Liam, it's gonna be like
I
it
just
spawned an
wanted
entire
this
franchise
minifigure
that I have
because
never heard of or
here's the thing:
interacted with.
we can have a Sean Connery minifig. We can have a Sean Connery face
Why didn't you
print.
just choose Sean Connery
But-
Bond? This would have been much easier.
But we need to have variant faces of Sean Connery. That's
For
the important
Highlander
thing.
minifigure.
I mean, this is the most distinct that I can
Highlander
think of. that
reboot
isn't
wants Tom
just him with
Cruise.
beard.
Also, well, they're making a Highlander reboot with the director of the current John Wick films, not not Chad Stahelski.
This is not at all what I thought Highlander looked like from Ford explaining it to me for hours.
No, okay. Also, it is not as good as Ford says it is.
It's really not.
It's so boring. It's just
like there's just
Christopher
like
Lambert is just
there's
dragging
way
it.
too much fluff. That's the problem with the movie. It just makes it boring.
Yeah, it's just.
So obviously, a boring movie. It's best to put in a minifigure from it.
Yes, of course.
Okay, wait. Let's see. What else did I have?
You still didn't prepare ahead of time?
No, I have too many. I have like 5 more that would be really cool. Okay.
We've got about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, I'll just rattle them off real quick. We got
I can't put pictures in that fast.
Load, please. Okay, all right. We got
You
Bob
can't put
Wiley from What About Bob and the Don't Hassle Me, I'm a Local t-shirt. I feel that would be an excellent minifigure.
What About Bob is like a movie that only we talk about. Though.
Yeah. It's like it's to all of us what Mandy is to me, what Mandy is to everyone else who hasn't heard of it. So no one else talks about it except us. It's
in the last
good.
6 months.
Yeah. Then we have Paddington. I don't know if you could even make that a minifigure. I hope
You probably could.
Probably could. All right. I feel like that'd be kind of a cool little one. There's a lot of people wearing suits that we have for our picks. And speaking of wearing suits and also playing sports, we have Tommy Wiseau from The Room.
Oh boy.
I did not hit her.
Yeah, I did not step on the Lego set. It's not true. Okay, and then I think this isn't my last one. It's second to last. We have Jack Torrance from The Shining. That would be a great minifigure. You have like the corduroy shirt, with the jacket and the axe. I feel like that would make a great one.
You can have the Here's Johnny face.
And then,
Wait, let's. If you have one more left, let's save it.
oh, okay.
All right.
Getting through all those pictures like horribly synced up with all that now. It takes like at least 30 seconds to go and download an image and then put it into the podcast. And you spent like 14 seconds on each of those.
Oof.
Oh well, I'm sorry.
All right. So, my next one is Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, and are you specifically thinking of him in the Vote for Pedro t-shirt? Yeah. Okay, that would be cool. I love the line that Pedro has where he's like, where he got sick and he was so high, he's like, I had to go shave. I tried to shave my head, but I didn't get any better or whatever. And he's just, that's probably sounds horribly racist or whatever, but but yeah, no, like when he just shaves his whole head.
For some reason,
off.
though, I've related to that scene. Where
It's like, yeah, when you're like got a really bad fever, just like I just freaking want to shave all my hair off. Yeah. No, it's like I always wanted to do that when I get a fever too. After seeing that movie, I feel like would it feel better if I did that?
All right, Ford.
All right. So for my last one, I'm going with the movie that I can't believe I didn't think of until just a few minutes ago while you guys were talking. Wesley from The Princess Bride.
In that picture, he looks like incredibly depressed Renaissance era Batman.
Well, I mean, at that point, he kind of was.
He kind of is. Yeah, that's a good pick actually, Princess Bride.
Because you can have like
that's
the
not something
bandana,
outside of like
mask combo,
Lego,
and then the hair and the sword. And...
Who has the rights to Princess Bride now?
Is it like public domain at this point? It feels like it is. I don't know. Is it Warner Brothers?
I thought it was.
I don't know.
I'm probably horribly wrong. It's probably not Warner Brothers. It very well might be Disney at this point after they bought up like Fox and everything.
Yeah, but like Princess Bride is one of my favorite movies, and I can't believe I just completely like neglected it from my list.
It would make a good minifigure. Although I feel
Yeah.
like they haven't done Zorro yet, have they?
No,
No.
I put that in my Disney ones, I think.
Yeah. It's kind of similar to Zorro in a way.
I mean, if you wanted to make something different from this movie, either, I don't know, Inigo or probably Regan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give
Or both of them. Just like
the one with 6 fingers. Give him an extra minifigure arm slot where he has like
okay. Yeah, have like Inigo and Rugen so they can do the whole like you killed my father, prepare to die thing.
Man, I just want that albino Pit of Despair guy, honestly.
All right, so I gathered up a list of what I thought were the most likely out of all of our choices to actually fit in a mass appeal.
Wait, did I get to post my
series.
last one?
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
This is probably one that you guys haven't ever heard of either. And I can't find one that shows all of him. So I had to get 2, but it's
All of him? It's not
well,
Gaston,
like from
is it?
No, it's not Gaston.
I
Well, I
don't
only
want to
need
see
one
all
angle of
that
him because
guy.
every last inch of him's covered in hair. But it's the driver from Drive.
Ah,
I know this one because it was your profile pic for years.
You've what?
The scorpion thing was your profile picture for like over a year once.
Oh yeah. Back when I was just a big emo. But I really like this character. It'd make a really cool, like iconic minifigure design. I think that people have done some own custom minifigures of this character, but they've all looked kind of bad, as most custom minifigures do. But yeah, anyway, that's my last one.
All right. So I managed to get 12, which I think could actually make the cut out of all of our choices.
Okay.
So, just a moment here while I fix what I broke. There we go. All right. And while I'm going over these, take a look at our Patreon list on the video. So, what I chose out of all of them were Wesley, Napoleon Dynamite, RoboCop, Terminator, Willy Wonka, Nacho Libre, Predator, Rocky, Alien, Jason Bourne, John Wick, and Don Vito.
No chef?
No, chef.
No chef?
No.
Oh.
I think I like it.
That's it. We couldn't actually get enough out of like all the movies for things I thought would actually have enough mass appeal to like make people want to collect them. I don't know if that means that we just can't think, or if Lego has really done so much that it's hard to find anything else.
Well, I think it's just the problem, like, they've done a lot that is similar to things that we want.
Yeah. You're really underestimating Twin Peaks fans, though.
Oh, yeah. Twin Peaks
Oh,
fans,
I'm not
they will...
underestimating that there's
Twin
fans out
Peaks
there.
is a show
I'm talking
where
about mass
as
appeal,
soon as you
though.
get
No,
something, you eat it up.
If
okay?
they made it a collectible, it would sell like hotcakes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is a series where it has to be a lot of a series that people want a lot of them in the same thing 'cause they're blind bags.
Yeah, I still feel like it would do really well.
I mean, all the character, like, literally every single character in Twin Peaks is iconic in some way.
Well, not
Like,
as
if
well
you-
known as Cooper though.
True.
Even
Like,
then,
Cooper is
Liam has
definitely
never
the
heard of
most
him.
well known because he's essentially the face
But
of the
like,
franchise,
I'm not even
right?
kidding. Hordes of Twin Peaks fans would go to Lego stores and just ravage through the blind bags to find the Cooper minifigure. Like, these people are crazy. They will hurt you. Okay.
Maybe also the Laura Palmer, but that's an extension.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Laura Palmer would make a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, these fans are crazy. They'll do anything. Okay. They will take, like, it's what that John Tron gift. I'll take your entire stock. You know, like that.
All right. Well, that's going to about wrap things up for us today. Be sure to leave a comment below what you thought of our picks and who you realize that we have left out completely and not even given any thought to, because
I
we
feel
put
like
a
there's,
whole
like,
20 minutes of prep into this show.
Something like really obvious that we're overlooking. Like, there's like some
I'm sure there
iconic
is.
character that I swear there's like 5 other ones.
I'm sure there are.
I'm sure there is, but they weren't on my IMDb list.
Forrest Gump.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
real quick before we end, let's go through some honorable mentions.
Harrison Ford from The Fugitive.
I was going to say Scream.
No.
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 Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh.
Oh, who's the main character from Fiddler on the Roof?
Leah would know.
I don't remember.
Dwayne Johnson, the Tooth Fairy.
Ben Diesel, the pacifier.
You already did that like 3 times in the same series. The
Apollo
dad
Creed.
from Christmas Story.
Oh.
The dad from the Santa Claus.
Apollo Creed from Rocky.
Neil from the Santa Claus.
Fascist Tim Allen from the Santa Claus 2.
Oh yeah, we didn't actually include anything from Elf, and we should
Martin
have. We could
Short
probably do a
from
whole
the
like
Santa
Christmas
Claus
movie
3.
series.
Well, yeah, and Buddy the Elf, honorable mention.
Yes.
Jonah from Jonah, a VeggieTales movie. Rodney
Claus-
Copperbottom. And
Don
Wallace and
Cheadle.
Gromit. I don't know.
The Spy Kids. I don't know.
Klaus Kinski from Aguirre, The Wrath of God.
Kevin James from Here Comes the Boom.
Oh, James Marsden from Hop.
John Candy from The Great Outdoors.
James Marsden from Enchanted.
Oh, man.
Liam Neeson from The Commuter.
James Marsden from the Sonic trailer.
Why do I feel like he's just the same person in all of the... No, like literally,
He
that's
is,
canonically.
he is.
Canonically, it's the same guy in all of those
Honestly.
movies. All right. Like I said, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video, do notifications. Basically, just watch stuff and force other people to watch it. It's all you can do because YouTube hates us. And they hate you too. Remember that. So for Ford, Orion, and myself, LQ, we thank you for listening. And we'll see you on the next episode.
See you next time.